Hjärtligt välkomna till Femstjerners podcast. En ny special edition den här gången. Den här gången sitter vi mitt i Gulldalen utanför Stören och vi sitter i den kända fiskepoolen Frøsethølen. Vi har ju vårt årliga fiske. Christopher William Davidsen är med som vanligt. Vi pratar om det så vitt inför sommarprogrammet att nu börjar fiskesäsongen. Ja. Nu är vi mitt i Mecka. Och vi har med några riktigt flotta gäster. En stor dag. Vi går vidare med att ha stora kockar när de är på besök. Så hur kan vi ta dem in i Femstjerners? Det var tufft när Tommy Myllemöke var på besök. Men jag tror det nästan är något större idag, inte sant, Christopher?
Ja, det är helt fantastiskt. Ja. Det är det.
Jag ska röpa vilka vi har med oss. Vi har självaste Davy Tissot, regjerende mästare i Bocuse med oss. Och vi har Filip Bendi som fick bronze nu i Europamästerskapen Bocuse och ska vinna guld i januari i Lyon. Det är väl det som är planen. Så det blir en stor och spännande podcast idag kan jag lova. Så, men nu må vi byta språk så alla skönner. Klarar vi det, Christopher?
Yes, I'm ready.
You're ready, very good. Welcome Filip and welcome Davy.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here, both in our podcast, and I know you also have been staying at Britannia, but definitely fishing with us. Have you, Davy, have you fished salmon before?
Yeah, no, but no salmon and never fishing.
You're never fishing that?
Yeah. It's for me, it's the first time, and I think it's a nice experience.
Yeah.
Yes, and the place very nice. This morning, just for you, this morning I go to the supermarket for take the fish.
That's good, yeah. But as you see, you can see the fishes are jumping here all the time, so it's lots of fish. It is. And you, Philip, have you been fishing salmon before?
Never fishing salmon, and it's an experience I know that I was going to have at some point. I've just been waiting for it. So today I'm very much looking forward to experiencing it.
Yeah, fantastic. And Christopher?
Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit about your records?
Yeah, I hadn't been fishing salmon myself before I started working with Mikael. And the first time I fished salmon was 3 years ago. And after that, I'm fishing every season. It's amazing. I think it's a very nice way to get inspiration. Just standing out in the river, I can stand many hours, many days without getting fish, but my mind is getting very good, and I get a lot of new ideas of standing in the river. So my record, that's 11.5 kilos, and that fish I got in June, all alone, and I was really struggling with it. Took it up on the on land myself, and I was shaking like hell because the adrenaline is so high. So I love it, really love it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not going to tell my record because no, my record is actually 13 kilos, and I have been fishing salmon for 40 years actually. I get my first fly fishing equipment when I was 8 years old, and now I'm 48. So for 40 years, I've been fly fishing, and it's an amazing way to come out to the nature and relax after a busy day. Davy,
yeah,
it's actually difficult for me to say not Davy. It's easy to say Davy, but I have been a lot in France and. For me, it's more natural to say Monsieur Tissot, of course.
No, Davy.
But
I'm here with the friend.
Yeah, so I feel a little bit proud that I can call you Davy, and it's a real pleasure to have you here. Can you tell a little bit for our Norwegian audience who you are?
What?
Where you come from, and a little bit about your background.
I come from here in Trøndelags. The first because for me, I went to Trøndelags in 2019. Yeah, and I like the town.
Yeah.
Yes, for me it's very nice color, and the color of the horse, the sky, it's very, very, very nice. I like because and the people here is very slowly, calm,
Yeah.
and I like the I like Christopher the cooking.
Yeah. Because I heard the rumors that you have been eating in Christopher's restaurant
Yes,
before.
because when I win the selection for French,
Yeah.
I went to Norway and tried the restaurants
Yeah.
and the Spesial.
Yeah. That's Spesial. Yes. Yeah.
And for learning kitchen Norwegian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
because
see,
I never try.
Yeah.
I remember it was very big for us that you came that time, and you were also at Geranium eating, and you go Norma, and you go to Speilsalen, and you go to Sweden.
Yes.
So he was around in Scandinavian countries to get inspiration, and also to talk and
So you meet them.
Yeah.
So Davy, I know him from old times when I was in Bocuse myself. He was always kitchen jury for many years.
Yes.
And he was very strange kitchen jury as well.
Yeah.
So when he got the candidate, I was like, oh, holy shit. Now France are really pushing. And just to have him visiting Speilsalen, it was so big for us.
Yes, I think it's very important for the Bocuse and for the new generation, for the transmission.
Yeah.
Okay, you come from Norway, I come from France, but I can speak, I can explain.
Yeah.
He's no war. He's no war. The war is the day you are in the competition.
Yeah.
And okay, for the day you are Nordic or Scandinavia or as you want, you are French. The war is the day.
But you're coming from Lyon? It's your hometown? Or?
Yeah. I born in Lyon and live in Lyon. It's the very nice small city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
If you look in Norway, it's a huge city. But it feels like a small city. Yeah.
Yeah, a small city. Me, I live in 20 minutes of Lyon.
Yeah.
And when I see here the forest,
the forest,
woods, the forest, it's similar. Yeah. Me, I like nature. I like running in forest and make a bike. Very important. For me, adrenaline, a sport.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think salmon fish is a sport.
Yeah, it is, definitely. I have a very good friend in Montdior in Lyon, so I've been in that area.
Yeah.
And in the forest around it is beautiful.
I live in
that area also.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic area.
Yeah.
Picking mushroom. There, even hunting, hunting wild boar there.
Yeah.
And so it's
I think it's similar.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. Lyon is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
So for the listeners or listeners, have you never been in Lyon? You have to go there.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic city.
Yeah, it's very nice because for me, one person, Mr. Paul Bocuse, make more for the town, for the gastronomy.
Yep.
Gastronomy in Lyon, gastronomy in France, and gastronomy in the world is very interesting, guys, because he's a visionnaire. He has the big vision for the gastronomy. He like the food in the world. After sometime he traveling in the world, he coming in Lyon, he make. It's the very interesting. And when he make the competition, Bocuse d'Or, I think is this for this. So sorry.
No problem.
opportunity.
Yeah.
They have the chef come from in the world
Yeah.
for meat and speak même langage,
Yeah.
Similar language.
Yeah, the food.
Yeah, the food.
Gastronomy.
Yes,
Gastronomy,
the
yeah.
food is you are at the table, you have the food in center,
Yeah.
and you eat, you drink. Is very important.
We were talking about this yesterday, me and Davy, how big this competition is and how important it is to compete and be a candidate for your own country. The whole thing is to not only compete but also get new friends, get new experience, see what other people, other countries, what tradition they have, what food they are making, what techniques. And this is what Paul Bocuse wanted that to be. And after you compete, I have so many new friends and old friends. And every time there is a competition in Europe or in Lyon, I'm looking forward for this for many weeks, months before, because I'm going to see my friends again and talk and have the experience together and listen what they have experienced the last year or two with their own restaurants or their own business.
So you can say Paul Bocuse was the start of the gastronomy in Lyon and put it on the map in the world. And it's some famous chef around who became famous in the same time with Paul Bocuse. That was the start. But now we actually bring all the best chefs from all over the world together.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It is, definitely. You talk about the new generation and the young chefs. We have definitely the new generation with us today also. Filip, you're going to be in this big competition, the final in Lyon in January, and the rumor says that you are definitely one of the favorites, and we're looking really forward to see you there. But can you tell a little bit about you? Why, have you been dreaming about this all your life, to competition and go to Bocuse, or is it something that just came up?
Well, no, it didn't just come up. I don't think for a lot of countries you can just decide now I'm going. You need to have thought about it for a while and made some plans and organize yourself and your life. But before I started cooking, an early memory was when Charles Chesham won Bocuse d'Or. I heard it in the radio in the car with my mom, and he was from our city. And I didn't know I wanted to be a chef then, but I thought that's really cool, amazing. And I didn't know a lot about the competition, but as the years went by and I started in the culinary school, when I made my decision, I kind of decided I wanted to do everything that I possibly could to become as good as I possibly can. So I got an apprenticeship at Tango, and I learned a lot of discipline there. I was not the best. I was a little bit cocky teenager, and Kjartan put me in my place, so to speak, which was for me very good. And then I went to Noma after that, and trying to work with the best people I could surround myself with. And then I had the possibility to be the commis for Bocuse d'Or with Gunnar Varnes. And I think it was when I was the commis, when I saw all the work that we did, met all the people, met Regis, went to the mountains, and in the box in Lyon, the ambience and the audience and the feeling of being there, it flipped a switch inside of me, and I thought, if it's possible, I need to do everything I can to become so good that I can be here myself one day and represent Norway. And that started my journey for that. So I went further on to Mathias Dahlgren Matsalen, which was a 2-star at the time, and he was and is the only Swedish gold winner of Bocuse d'Or. Was there for 3 years. Went to Danielle in New York afterwards because I went to 11 Madison and Danielle. My initial plan was to work at 11 Madison, and when I was there, it was super clean and very structured work. And I went to restaurant Danielle, and it was a bit more passionate cooking, I would say. Like it was flames, it was a lot of energy in the kitchen. And I felt okay, I know the calm, organized work from before. This is not something I'm super familiar with. And I think to complement me as a chef with the French cuisine and this way of working with à la minute, duck à la presse, and I thought this is something that is going to be a very teachable year for me. So I chose Danielle, and indeed it was a very teachable year. At the time, it was another Chef of the Year in Norway, and Christopher was going to be in it. And I thought when I was seeing the other guys competing, I could see people in my age group.
Yeah.
So I thought, if I'm going to actually go for this, I think in Norway, the level is so high that I need to start properly engaging forces around me to be able to pursue that dream. So I went back to Norway, went to the culinary team, worked at NB Sørensen in Stavanger as a head chef, where I could I had a free creative space, and went for my first Chef of the Year in 2017 here in Trondheim. Christopher was helping me a little bit, and it was I had Adrian Løvold as a coach, and Håvard Josdal Østebø as a commie, and we were in it was a slaughterhouse, Trondheim Slakthus. There was a small area there with a kitchen, and the whole thing was like 4 degrees. It was so cold.
Training there in the cold.
Well, when we started cooking, it was hot, but there was not really any ventilation. So we had to choose either like steamy hot or cold. And we were isolated there for 3 months. We worked like 17 hours a day. We had some frisbee we would throw, and I spent all of my money on Chef of the Year 2017, and it couldn't have gone much worse in the competition. It was everything went bad. But it was a super teachable moment, and for me, if I wasn't gonna win, I might as well learn as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I knew I was gonna go again, so I wasn't mentally defeated at all. But then I started working for Thun Hotels right after that, and they are a very strong supporter of Bocuse and of me and what my team and I are pursuing. So they have been backing us. In 2019, we got second. I knew I had to go again, so we went again. 2021, I saw who I was competing against, and we have like a Chef of the Year camps.
Yeah.
And so I met Håkon there, and I was like, so who's your coach?
Yeah.
And I never thought it would be Christopher, and then he was like, it's Christopher. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's very bad news. I didn't say that to him, of course. I just played it calm. But I had a very good team. I had Øyvind Dalelv as my coach at the time, and I just knew, if I'm going to win this against them, I need to do everything I can. I have to be as creative as I've been. I need to put everything on the plate. And we worked our asses off. And when we were waiting for them to call up, I'm like, shit, they're going to win. They're going to... And then we got the gold. And it was probably the proudest moment of my life and career, because it was so much hard work behind that moment.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was so amazing. Like finally we are here. And so we went to the after party, and I had I think 3 very long and good conversations with Christopher at the after party. And first of all, I thought it was very like big of him as a person to be a coach in Chef of the Year. It's not normal that the former Bocuse winner is a coach there. So it's like, okay, and he is constantly searching for excellence in Speilsalen. And the conversations I had with him were very friendly and motivating. So basically the next day I had to start considering who the coach was going to be. And I for me, I decided if Christopher wants to join the team, it would be amazing. He has a lot of experience and technique that I can learn from. I want someone on my team that's different in the way they think than me. So we complement each other. If everyone thinks the same way, it's not really any point to have a lot of conversations about what we're going to do. So I like to be challenged. And he said yes. Yeah. So I came up to Trondheim, had my first dinner in Speilsalen, which was a lot better than I thought it would be. And I thought it would be great. Yeah. So, and this time when we had dinner the second time, it was the same experience. Like I thought, this looks great. And then it tasted even better. We trained for 5 months for Europe. It was rough. 1 week after Chef of the Year, we started. But it was the same for everybody. So, and when we came to Europe, it was also not exactly as I pictured it. We had a bit of a rough start. We had a talk about it yesterday. There were some things that, like Davy says, there's a red line, and you should play by that line. But we went a little bit across the red line. So
and Viola wasn't very happy about that.
No, he was not super happy about it. I was not happy. Leon was not happy. You were not happy. Yeah. But when they left our kitchen, I looked at Leon and I said, man, we've been training so hard for this. Let's not let this break us. Let's show them who we are and that we are able to handle this stressful moment, and just let's push, get back on track, and we deliver in X amount of hours. And he was like, okay, let's go. So it was a very intense competition. When we were finished, it was like, what? Did this already happen? Like it was almost felt a little bit, it was a good feeling to be done with it. And it also felt a little bit like we got hit by a car. But we were okay. Yeah. We got the bronze, and our goal was to be on the podium to show our culinary style, what we do, and then go for the gold in Lyon. That was our plan from the beginning, and I think we got to show that our cooking, we call it naturalistic. It's supposed to be simple, clean, and good on the eye. It's supposed to be also very flavorful, and that's a lot of our focus for the next competition. And now we're ready to start, and I think that's the shortest story of where we are today.
I remember when you decide to ask Christopher to be your coach, and I get just as always, he loves SMS all the time, and it came a SMS start with Arne Sarvik is going to call you about to be coach for Bendi, and is that okay? And I remember I answered, yeah, that's okay, but what do you want? Have you time, and do you want it? And I yes, that's it, you know. And And it was, then I say, of course, then I will say yes. You know? So Arne was calling me and I say, yes, I think this is good because for us, it's like you say, Speilsalen is all the time the profession. We have to work with details. We have big ambitions for Speilsalen. I think Christopher have to be out there to see what's happening, working with the profession, meet the best ones as when he meet you guys and learn. Because I think even if you have been our Bocuse Tour winner and had silver in Bocuse Tour, you have to learn all the time if you want to run this kind of restaurant as you're running. You know, it's you can't just lay back in that kind of. You have to all the time see what's happening, learning, and be and learn to know the best ones and get small details from them. So I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, just to tell a little about when I was finished with my competition, I used 1 year before I decided to go to Speilsalen and start working with my own concept, my own restaurant. And then I found out that Bocuse d'Or had shaped me as a new chef. I was an other chef before I was competing, and after the competition, I was almost like a more grown up in the mentally and also taste. Now, the best thing I can do is to like come at work or with Filip, start working with sauces. I love to make sauces. Tasteful sauces is the best thing I can do. It's the most interesting thing I also can do. And this was something I started to work with when I was competing to the Bocuse d'Or. The sauce is the main ingredients to go to the podium or win. Have you a good sauce and the protein is very good, then you're going to win. That also is something I work very much with Filip. Filip is so good, and his in his veins from Daniel, the cooking, the à la carte cooking, the chef that is frying the meat à la minute, that we have to take care of. We have to bring that in front. So Filip can show everyone how good he is to do that and manage the pressure as well, because he's very calm and nothing stress him. You see, then we had a very bad kitchen jury. They took something from us, and that's the rules, so it's okay. But he didn't stress about that, and that's why he got the third place.
Of course.
And I have been looking at Davy as well. There is like the mental, he has like the cleanest kitchen, everything is very structured. He has a new design, the artichoke garniture. It was mind-blowing, his meat, his everything. It was so high technical, but also you can look at the food that it's very tasteful. And that, I think, is the key to win the Bocuse d'Or. And he managed to do that. So I have so respect for all the chefs that goes to the podium, but also if you go on fourth, fifth, sixth place as well, you should be very proud of yourself, because it's a very hard competition.
It's the best chefs in the world.
Yes, it is. So I'm very grateful for being experienced, had the experience being in the Bocuse d'Or competition, and now to be on the other side of the pass, so we call it, as a coach. For me, it's I get the inspiration every day when we're training. And I also find new things about myself, and also new things about working together as a team, and also to know Filip better.
I'm sorry. Of course. Are you thinking about work as a coach for a team or something?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my new. I think it's very interesting because when I see the Bocuse d'Or for the first time, for me, 2004 after the MOF.
Yeah.
Because when I young, I win the MOF.
Yeah.
MOF is typical in France, and after normally you don't make another competition. And 20 years looking, and I learned Scandinavie.
Yeah. You see the style of the Norwegians. Yeah.
Thank you very much. No, it's very important because I learned. I think I have the big bibliothèque with the pictures and of the Bocuse d'Or.
Yeah.
For me, the Bocuse d'Or, I have the number, I have the technical come from the Bocuse d'Or. When I'm jury for the control, I take the pictures.
All the
Okay,
time.
this is nice, this is nice, this is nice. Okay, you make this. Okay. No problem, I'm not here. Okay, I take full pictures and I learn.
Yeah.
Okay, and 20 years after.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the president of the Team France. He
Yeah.
called me, Serge Vieira. He win in 2005.
Yeah.
Okay, I say you would like make a Bocuse d'Or. Would you like make Bocuse d'Or? No, it's not possible for me. Yes, no, you can. Okay, yes, I can. I go. I speak with my boss and explain. He say me, okay, you go. It's a good opportunity, you go. After, he called me Friday evening, 11 o'clock, and inscription is closed midnight. Okay, just 1 hour for speak with my boss, and just 5 minutes with my boss. Okay, go fire. After I go in the competition, I make the selection for France. It's very hard for me because 20 years I never make a competition, just jury or okay, you are the new chef. You learn. Okay, I start at training all the time.
Yeah.
And restaurant for service for the lunch, for the dinner, and afternoon working for the competition, and the evening after the service working for the competition.
Oh, tough, huh?
Yeah, I make in my kitchen a small box for prepare the selection, French selection. I win just 1 point. Yes, because the young guys, because I'm very old, he would like my place.
Of course.
But me, I would like win.
Yeah.
Okay, I working, win just 1 point. After, Europe for 2 months, visit all country in the world, Asia, Norway. After for Europe is I'm here just for not for the podium, but for me it's very interesting because normally French team never win the competition in Europe. Normally 4 or 5 place. Okay. But 4 or 5 place, and generally 6 or 500 points difference with the first. And for me, this is not possible. Okay, but I have the problem because I'm 6, the first time for France, 6th place. But just 140 points.
So
yes, it's very interesting for me, and this is my. And I think it's similar with the Formula 1. Okay, les tests.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
For me, Europe is the test.
Yeah, you see
And
how long
looking-
distance
yeah,
it is.
Yes. Bocuse is the very long. It's not 100 meter.
No.
It's
long
the
race.
marathon, ultra trail.
Definitely ultra marathon.
Yeah.
It's
And after, when I returned in France, when I returned in the flight,
Yeah.
I speak with my coach. Okay, take the white paper, new direction.
Yeah.
Okay, I learn. I see this. I make two foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I make 2 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. I make this. It's not good.
Mm.
I change this. Okay. I learn.
Yeah, of course.
I have 48 years working in the kitchen, 35 years.
Yeah.
And I learn.
Yeah, of course. You know it all.
Learn. I think I learn in my life.
Yeah, of course.
And
Lots of experience.
okay, I do have just one road right.
Mm.
I would like the gold. When how make for win the gold?
Mm.
Okay, just one direction. Okay, after working with the other chef, come from France,
Yeah.
and other chef now in France. Yes, because it's very interesting. Because for the finale in Lyon,
Yeah.
you have 44 countries come from in the world, and the taste and the flavor is very different.
Mm.
And I have the friend in the world. Okay, coming. You're testing. The French cooker testing. Okay, this is good. This is not good. Okay, I learn. And I'm working with the scientific for texture, for form. It's very, very, very interesting for the head.
Of course.
And Lyon is the very big tractor.
Yeah, it is.
Big tractor for the other country. For the French,
Yeah.
is very big. And it's the first time the candidate come from Lyon.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is.
And it's the first time candidate have the MOF.
Yeah. Mm.
Yes. It's the very, very hard competition for this. And for me, okay, when I start, I'm no MOF. I'm just student.
Mm.
Okay, I put my jacket.
Yeah.
Okay. When I start, I'm a young cooker
Yeah.
Mm.
in my head. And,
Just to, yeah.
and after I take my bibliothèque.
Of course. Look at all
Yes.
get the inspiration. Look
Yes.
at the best drinks and all that.
Yes, but for me it's very interesting. I don't would like make Scandinavia platter.
No.
It's for me is the direction is I would like make French kitchen
Yeah.
and oh my god, fish
Yeah,
fish,
it's
yeah.
big ones down here.
We have to go out fishing.
and the talent of the French artist.
Yeah.
And it's not my my cook, it's the French cook.
Yeah.
And me, I like sauce. I'm working. I'm long time ago. I'm a chef associé.
Yeah.
In France, is very important.
Yeah.
And the inspiration from Escoffier is the Bible.
Mm.
The Bible for the French cooker
Yeah, but
is
for
very important.
it's the same in Scandinavia.
Yeah,
It's
it
the-
is.
Yes, but I think the history, when you're looking the history, Escoffier is a good cooker. Why? Because he's traveling in the world,
Yeah.
and he keep the recipe and he wrote the recipe.
Mm.
Yeah.
And this recipe is not Escoffier. this recipe come from in the world.
He picked the best
Yes.
one. He make his
Yes.
bibliothèque like you're
Yeah,
doing.
after a road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
fantastic.
very interesting. The history is very interesting. And when you met
Yeah.
another chef in the world, when you speak, you learn.
Yeah.
No, it's very good, very good for the head.
Definitely. It's I remember when you win the Bocuse tour, it was, as you said, the first one from Lyon actually, and you win it. It was so huge, and I remember my friends from Lyon sending me, "Well, one of us actually win," and it was huge. And I read a newspaper. I don't remember if it was a French newspaper or a English one, that actually the president Macron was sending you congratulations. And in Norway, it's a small country. If the prime minister is sending a congratulation for you guys or something, it's normal. But France is a huge country.
Yeah,
The president, that's huge.
Yeah,
I think that's not common to send a congratulation to a chef. So it's amazing, eh?
And 1 week after the competition, I looking my phone and what's this number? What is would like listening the message and the message and. Wait a minute. I speak with my wife.
Je voulais vous adresser toutes mes félicitations et vous dire notre fierté. Je suis extrêmement heureux et merci de nous avoir rendu le titre. Donc bravo à vous, à votre commis, au coach, à toute l'équipe de France. Nous étions venus ce midi pour vous porter courage, mais vous étiez très concentrés.
Fantastic.
En même temps serein.
Yes.
Donc je suis très très heureux. Voilà, bravo à vous.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah, it's
How was
amazing.
your feeling when you get it, huh?
Yeah.
Oui,
The message start.
oui, bonjour Davy, c'est Emmanuel Macron à l'appareil.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Yeah.
You have my phone. Hey, I have the message. Listening, please. What's that? Oh, it's Emmanuel Macron. He takes that. Yeah, it's a very nice
Can
guy.
you imagine that when
Yeah.
you start as a chef, that one in the time in the future, the president will congratulation. It's amazing, yeah?
Yeah, it's very amazing. Yeah. It's very interesting because for the France never win 3 years ago in 2013.
Yeah.
And it's very strong. It's very hard for me. It's very hard.
Yeah, of course.
And I think for the other people, but Norway, Denmark, we, and no, for the country is exceptional.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
is the
And in France, it's huge with the gastronomy, you know, and they are so proud of it.
Yes.
So this is definitely
but
huge.
in France the problem I think a long time ago I think is the best and don't learn
No,
and arrogance is not good.
no, it is.
Yes.
I think that's your success, that you actually go out and see and learn.
I explained yesterday morning at I make a demonstration
Yeah, in the school.
for the in the school the
Culinary school?
in the culinary school and explain I make 2 months for the one recipe of the tomato. Okay, 2 months. Why 2 months? Because I'm arrogant. Okay, this is very easy. I make the tomato with the shrimp. Okay, I'm cooked a long time ago. I MOF. Okay, blah blah blah. And 2 months for one recipe, and it's very interesting. Arrogance is no good. No good because you don't ask the question in your head. You're just looking your nombril, and it's no good.
No. You have to look up and see. It has been a big pleasure to have you guys here. And now, as you see, the salmon is jumping.
I think
I think we have to go out fishing. And we always say, if you haven't fished salmon before, you get to fish. Beginner's luck, we call it. So I think...
Slack?
Beginner's luck.
You're lucky.
You're lucky because
lucky.
you have never done it. So when you don't know, you get it just by you're lucky. So I think you have good chances, both of you, today.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Now we have to go out and see if we can catch a big Norwegian wild salmon. It's very important. Wild salmon, it's big difference. So, but thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Be guest in our podcast, 5-star. And this have been a pleasure, definitely, for me.
And for me.
Yeah. Så, och nästa gång, i Femstjerners, så ska vi ta vidare gastronomin och vi har besök av en ung, fantastisk samisk konstnär som också är renägare. Och vi har vår kurator Stein Vangen Sletteback med oss. Och så ska vi prata om konst och mat och ren och det samiska. Så tuna in Femstjerners också nästa avsnitt. Tack för oss.